Okay, so today we're looking at water conditioners. Specifically, we're going to look at Aqueon water conditioner. Now, if you get your water from a municipal water source, a water company, something like that, you don't just gather rainwater or well water or something. Odds are your water has a disinfectant in it, a chlorine or chloramine or something similar to that. And even if you're on, say, a well water, sometimes chlorine or chloramines will be added, usually chlorine, will be added to a well system to help disinfect the water, get the bacteria and stuff like that out of the water. If you don't know if your water source has a disinfectant like chlorine in it, just assume it does. Because the purpose of these disinfectants, the chlorines, the chloramines and such, is to kill anything living in the water. In order to keep fish live in water. So we need some sort of dechlorinator. And today we're looking at Aqueon's water conditioner. And it's just that, a dechlorinator. It makes your tap water safe for your fish, your shrimp, your snails, whatever you have living in your water. And we're assuming everything else is okay, that the only thing we're worried about here is the disinfectant in your water, the chlorine, chloramines. Most areas, at least most areas in the US, will use chlorine. A few areas will use a chloramine or something else. You should be able to check with your water company, and they give you a list of what they use. A lot of times they'll give you the water parameters of this much nitrate, this much copper, whatever is in the water, and they usually will do that reading once a year, maybe more often, but you should be able to get an annual report from them. They may have it on their website, or you may just have to ask. But on the Aqueon's got quite a few good products. Most of my tanks are Aqueon's. I've had Aqueon filters, Aqueon foods, and Aqueon kit conditioners, water conditioners, and other chemicals. This is just a little 2-ounce bottle, and on the 2-ounce bottle, something that I like about it, the cap that covers the top here, you turn it upside down and it's a measuring cup. And I like this better than some of the other brands. A lot of the other brands will have the measuring cap on the top, so it's always open. So this brand here, this other brand here, it has the open top here. And what I don't like about that is when it's setting in your fish room or your shelf or whatever for your aquarium, it's setting with the open part up, and it will gather dust or whatever inside of there. So when you dose chemicals for your fish tank, whatever's gathered down in there, unless you clean it out, will go in your fish tank. With Aqueon, it's down, so it's not going to gather any dust or anything going to spill in it or anything like that. It's clean for your fish. The other thing I like about it is the top here. You don't have to unscrew it to get your chemical out. It has the little, say, pop top or whatever, where you turn it up and you can pour it into the cup as you need it. Easy to store, good size bottle. And I like how they have this diluted. It's diluted so that 5 milliliters or 1 teaspoon will treat 10 gallons. And most of our tanks are based off of a 10-gallon system. You have the 10-gallon, the 20-gallon, on up like that, and you get to the 55s. You know, you can measure right off of the cup here. This cup has a 5, 10, and 15, and the full mark would probably be 20 as I drop the cup. So the 5 would do 10 gallons, the 10 would do 20, and then you have 30 and 40. The ingredients in it, it's going to be similar to pretty much all the other water conditioners out there. The first ingredient in it is sodium thiosulfate. And if you all remember back to my DIY water conditioner, dechlorinator, that's what I use in mine, is sodium thiosulfate. That's the main ingredient in this. That's the main ingredient in most other dechlorinators. The next one is disodium EDTA. And then sodium carbonate and polyvinyl palindromes. Don't know if I pronounced that right. It's like a 20-syllable word. But that's all the ingredients listed here. Works great if you've ever got the $1 per gallon sale from Petco. Petco uses Aqueon tanks for the most part for the $1 per gallon sales, and most of those will have a sample of Aqueon water conditioner in those tanks. Gets the job done. I like the cap, and I like the dosing on it a whole lot better than some of these more concentrated ones, like Prime, where you do like 1 milliliter for whatever. Their caps do like 200 gallons or something. When it's based on a 10-gallon, a teaspoon for 10 gallons, 5 milliliters for 10 gallons, it's a lot easier for me, since I'm not that smart and I can't see that well to see the little threads on the cap and all that, that I can measure out 5 milliliters easy and do that for a 10-gallon tank, 10 milliliters for a 20-gallon tank. It's easier for me to use. I don't waste as much of it, and it's a pretty good price point also. So that's Aqueon water conditioner. If you've used the Aqueon brand water conditioners, let me know in the comments what you thought. Let me know in the comments what your preferred water conditioner is. I use a variety of them. I use Aqueon. I use store brands like PetSmart, Petco, my local pet stores, store brand. I use API. I use Tetra. I use Prime. I use a lot of variety of them. I make my own. But what's your preferred one? I use different ones based on different needs, because a few of them do have different things in them. Some of them will have aloe or a certain mineral or something that would be needed. But what's your preferred water conditioner, dechlorinator? And are there any other Aqueon products that you use that we might not would think of that I should look at? Give me a thumbs up or thumbs down. Let me know what you thought about this video. If you're not subscribed, hit that button now. Go ahead and hit it. It's okay. While you're there, hit the notification bell right beside the subscription button. It'll tell you when I've uploaded other things, and I do all kinds of different stuff. I do species profiles, updates on my tanks, take trips places, product reviews, all kinds of stuff. And we'll see you next time.